Hey, what's going on, you guys? Today we are going to be taking a look at some Clash of Clans attacks from 2012 and 2013, way back then when so many things in Clash of Clans had been different. The heroes changed, troops changed, there's new troops now, the walls even look different. There's actually so many different things about the game compared to what it is now. So we're going to be taking a look at some max attacks from back then compared to some max attacks right now. So all these attacks are going to be 3 stars. I believe one of these attacks is actually from Chief Pat. And then one of them is, I think, from some of Godson's friends. And then the more current 3 stars are from Clash with the Ashes channel. So if you want to check those guys out, link will be in the description below. But just first off, look at that. Look at the jump spell. The jump spell has changed significantly. The jump spell is pretty much the size of a rage spell, I think. And now, usually it'll only reach from like one of those wall sections. But now it pretty much reaches like 2 whole wall sections. Or it's like the size of like a gigantic rage. It is way too big. It was so OP back then. And then back then, the mass witch attacks were like super powerful, especially when all the Inferno towers were set on single targeting. And you'll also see throughout the video how the bases were so different back then. They had like the double walls, since like wall breakers back then were actually really stupid as well. They would kind of just target like any single wall, and then they wouldn't kind of open up any more of the base. They would just target the closest wall. Things were so different back then. And then also heroes, there weren't any abilities back then. And then luring, that was the first part of each attack. It was actually super different. Like before each attack, you would basically start each attack off by luring the clan castle and then luring the heroes. And that's right, you actually had to lure heroes back then. Kind of think of the heroes as a clan castle, where once you put a troop within radius of it, it'll lure the hero, and then you could take them off into the corner of the base where you can take care of them. And back then there was no poison spell. People used to use a lot of lightnings to take care of those. So you kind of like, you would use the lightning to take out mortars, I believe, and then you would use it to take out the clan castle troops, which was usually witches, because those were like super OP back then. But basically, you would lure the heroes, and then you would take care of them. That would be the first part to every attack. And then just look at that. Even the troop levels look so different. They used to have the stars on the bottom, and then back then the heroes were max level 40. And then this new replay, it was about a year ago actually. So their max heroes are still 40, and then the Grand Warden is 20. And this is going to be another mass witch attack, which is still a super powerful attack against those big ring bases, especially against those single targeting Infernos. So the base he's going up against isn't quite max, but it's almost there, so it's close enough. And then there you can see the jump spells, how much smaller they've gotten. The jump spell from about 5 years ago probably would have been able to reach both of those wall sections and get you into that entire base, but they did end up nerfing those. And then they've also added the clan castle, or the defending clan castle troops is the Lava Hound, and that is a new troop that was added within the game. Back then I believe you only had about 8 or 10 different troops, and now I believe we have about like 15 or 16 or probably even more than that. I can't remember quite off the top of my head, but there was actually quite a few of them. So many things have changed. And then if you look at the bottom left at all the troops, you can see that the levels have changed. They've added the troops, the number of their level. And then if it is a max troop, it'll be on fire, which looks pretty cool and is way better than those stars. It looked kind of like crammed and messy back then. And then now we even have more spells. We've got the free spell. I'm not sure if we had that before or not, but we've also got the clone. We've got the dark spells. We've got the poison, earthquake, haste, and then the skeleton spell. And then our heroes also have those abilities, which is really cool. And we can also hold some spells in our clan castle as well now. And then now in the attacks, there also isn't any more luring the heroes. So now that they're centralized, you actually can't lure them. You have to actually, well, actually, you probably all already know this. But yeah, you can't lure the heroes anymore. You can still lure the clan castle, and we also have the poison to help take those out. But it's still pretty cool how the game has changed in like just 5 years. I personally like the game so much more now. They've added way more cool things. There were some things back then that were great, like frequent updates, like every month or something, or every like 3 months they'd have like a major update. But that is reasonable because back then there wasn't as much in the game as there is now, so it was much more difficult to add new stuff, whereas now the game is pretty much complete and it's a bit more difficult for them to find things to add to the game. But anyways, as the rest of these replays play out, I'm just going to let you guys watch those, and I'll play some music in the background there. And also there's also a new hero, by the way, in case you didn't already notice that. But you probably did. But that is still pretty cool, and like I said, I'll let you guys watch the video on your own. And make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed. And then also check out the description for all my social media links and join my Discord. And there is also a giveaway if any of you are interested in a recording app software. So if you want to check that out, just check the description for all of that stuff. And anyways, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
I got trapped in your eyes the moment you looked at me. From across the room, those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain. Oh baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm going insane, and only you can save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control of the lights in the space. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face. But you're moving closer, no time to escape. Your hand on my shoulder shoots me into space. And I can't deny how badly I need you now. 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 You take away my breath now, boy. Don't you dare steal my heart now, boy. I know you're something that I'll enjoy. Move a little bit closer now, to some place where there ain't no crowds. I wanna get to know you right here and now. I got trapped in your touch the moment you took my hand. Led me all the way to the ocean sand. You told me don't worry,